Okay, good people. So this video series is going to be on why the radical left-wing lunatics in Australia are going to get even more crazy. Not only that, why the Liberal and Labor Party will end up being the same party. They are the uni party anyway. When I lived in Australia, the first person I ever voted for was John Howard, and that was in the 90s when I turned 18, I think. Yeah, something like that. Very long time ago. And I thought he was a pretty cool guy. Even with the gun ban, I still voted for John Howard, which now is a big mistake. Not because of John Howard himself. He did speak well. Like, he did say we should decide who gets to come to our country on our terms. Yeah, good sentiment, but at the end of the day, didn't really go too far, did it? But what I've lived overseas since the early 2000s and came back. And the one thing that I have noticed more than anything is that we really have lost our way really, really badly. This used to be a country for Australians, ran by Australians. Now the nation is being ran for political elitists, and they're crony capitalists, oligarchs, and bureaucratic state leaders, not the people working in the bureaucratic state. You guys are the useful idiots because you're no longer questioning the bureaucratic state. Really good example I saw was COVID, right? COVID was a really interesting example of how the police will do whatever their political masters, the paymasters, will tell them to do. Like, they won't even think second about it. And I noticed that and I was like, damn, that reminds me of a lot of things in history. You know, I'm not comparing the two, but do you remember? I read in World War II that many of the Nazi, the SS, the German soldiers actually didn't like some of the orders they were given, but they still executed them. And I noticed this, and like when I'm watching these videos. Now, if you're peacefully protesting in my nation, I think you should be allowed to, even if you're for the pro-Hamas stuff, you know. I should say Palestine, but really Hamas and Gaza and Palestine. Hamas and Gaza are the same thing. The Ramallans absolutely hate Gazans, just to let you know. When I was living in Thailand, I met Palestinians. And I was like, where are you guys from? We are Ramallans. We are not Gazans. I said, oh, interesting. They were going to university in Thailand. And I said, how do you feel about things? And they were very honest. You're not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you.